everyone, welcome to my live stream, and hello Exie! My name is Denise Hutchins, and I'm broadcasting to you from Studio Mikarts. Exie, how are you? You're always right on top of it, right in the chat. When I'm running late, I'm like, oh no, I have to hurry because I see that. Look at this cute little dinosaur. What is Dino Dance? That is so cute. That little emote is adorable. Oh, excellent, excellent. You're welcome. Oh, how am I doing? I'm doing awesome. For one, it's Friday, so I am looking forward to the weekend and relaxing some. I'm also doing good because I've really been looking forward to drawing this chibi for you. So I actually have the Moon Knight soundtrack playing very quietly so it's not too distracting for me, but I've got it on my headphones. So I'm ready. I really liked one of the images you sent for the reference, so I'm going to use that one. It's when they're in the jousting ring and he's like standing in the sand and stuff. So for anybody else who's not sure exactly what I'm talking about, today is Chibi Friday, and Exie is not only my first subscriber on Twitch ever, but also the first one to get to a whole year of subscribing. So I really wanted to do something special in gratitude for that. So Exie asked for the Moon Knight, and so generous. It's actually meant to be a gift if I am remembering correctly. So I've got all my stuff ready. First thing I gotta do though is trim this paper because it's not quite square and that distracts me. So I am gonna get my trimmer out. And it's so nice because Moon Knight is my favorite. Anybody who's watched some of my recent streams would know that already. They're like, stop talking about Moon Knight. No, nobody has said that, but yeah, you seriously. Oh, he's so awesome. Anyway, let me just trim this. So you can see that it's uneven because look how it sticks out. It's not sticking out here, but it's sticking out here. So I usually just have to trim it. The whole pad of paper, this is from a pad of paper. The whole pad of paper is like this. The whole pad, I guess in the manufacturing process, got cut like diagonal. But it's usually just two sides. So yeah, this side is all right. So it's just, instead of being square like this, these sides are perpendicular to each other, and then these sides are perpendicular to each other, but like this. So it's been a while since I've done one on this. So this is Bristol paper. I love it for doing pen, like ink pen, and for marker. And of course for putting that together. So now you can see it is nice and square, not distracting, and won't be hanging off of the side of my little clipboard. I'm almost done with this pad of paper, just a little bit. Perfect. Yes, so nice. So nice to be able to fix something like that. I having a trimmer. Okay, put that away. I really like this pose that you sent Exie with the, he's like sort of, he's not crouched, but he's ready for action, and so I'm going to try to capture that. Oh, I just realized my lights are not ideally placed. I wonder if that brightened it up. I don't know, but it brightens it up for my eyes, so hopefully it brightened it up for the stream as well. I don't know how much of this activeness, wow, I never noticed on his knees there's little crescent moons holding the costume is so cool. They did such a good job with the design. I've never really looked so closely at it. I lost my train of thought, but oh yeah, I'm not sure how much of the active pose I can capture, but I'll do my best with my chibi style to get that. So I'm gonna use this pencil, mechanical pencil, my favorite Animal Crossing pencil that I got in Japan this year with the Celeste, the star lady. Yeah, let's start with this. And let's let's see. Shall I zoom in on this reference picture of it? I think I shall. So I'm gonna look at the whole pose first, and then I'll zoom in on the head later. Okay, so there's not too much on the top of the head to worry about, like accessories sticking up or anything. So put the head right here. That's good. It's also a nice balanced pose too, so it's going to be relatively easy to draw it like centered here. So that's kind of nice. It's like a weird thing. Sometimes I'm like, oh yeah, and I draw it, and then the pose is like kind of to one side, and I'm like, oh, the whole chibi is over here or something. Don't have to worry about this. It's so super, like he's looking really strong here, like strong and ready, like stable. Okay. So here's his chest, and it goes down into the waist, and it's a little bit angled. The spine is a little bit angled to the side, and then the hips are curving under. That's how you get that sort of like a tiger ready to strike or something. So it actually curves a little bit down here. So here's the hips, and then the legs are out like boom, and then this one is back a little bit like boom. And the bottom part of the leg, this one is like this, and then since it's a chibi, just a teeny tiny little blip for the toe. Hardly anything. Boop. Oh yeah, okay. I don't know how well. It's not really. Well, I'll show you more. I'll show you a close-up later when I've got more on here. And then do the arm. So my proportions on my chibis are not natural proportions, obviously, because it's chibi. But the arms are even usually longer than the legs. And in natural proportions, the arms are shorter than the legs. But it's like my chibis get smaller and they taper. They get smaller and smaller as you go down. Oh, cool. I did not see that. Is it, where is it? Or like, is it on a thing that where I can just click on a link and listen to it? I would love to listen to that. I love Sylvie. I wish I could say more, but I don't want to do any spoilers for anything, so I won't say anything more than Sylvie is awesome. And I would want to listen to her playlist. Sylvie playlist. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Yay! A new thing for me to listen to. Yeah. She's so awesome. And it was a very... I don't want to say too much. But I'll say that I was surprised this season. This new season. I was like, oh, but it makes total sense. I can't say anymore. I can't say anymore. Okay, now I'm just getting the overall shape of the legs. Even though it's chibi, I still like to keep the curves of the muscles and stuff, especially on a muscular character like this. Normally I don't try too hard to get the shoulders in for a chibi, and they just sort of disappear under the head, but I think that it's good for Moon Knight because his costume specifically has like, I think shoulder guards are called like pauldrons, and they are, he not only has them, they're like wrapped up underneath like mummy style wrappings as well. So they're really, so they just make his shoulders look like really huge. So, Exie, thank you. Thank you for this opportunity because it is so fun looking at the details of his costume. Like I watched, pretty sure I watched some little extras thing or something that talked about the designing of the costume. Maybe I just read it in an article, but it's still, I've never really gazed so closely at like, and the way they do the crisscrossing bandages and everything, and that some pieces are underneath, and then like these crescent moons on the outsides. I'm gonna be able to draw it here. It's awesome. Thank you. Yay. Yeah, I think you can tell which of the pictures you sent me that I picked. I love it. I think he looks really, he just looks ready to go. Okay, and then it comes out here. And they make his chest real big too. There's not just one but two plates wrapped up in, so it just makes him look even bigger. It's a very superhero type of thing to do. Superhero comic type of thing to do. Okay, so I've got the overall shapes for the body good, I think. So let's do the head some. Oh, hold on, though. I hear one of my dogs tip-tapping on the floor coming towards my room. Come in. Chappy. Chappy's not sure yet. But Aoife came in. Aoife's my big girl. So if you're hearing the tip taps, that's her feet. Okay, so the face is going to be interesting because usually my Chibi heads are like so gigantic anyway, but he's also got this hood. So I think I might make his face actually a little smaller than I usually do for a Chibi, because I don't want his hood to be like, you know, to be so big that it doesn't have the same overall vibe as most of my Chibis. So I make his face a tiny bit smaller, or, oh, I know what I'll do. I'll make it so the hood is just a little closer to his face. I'm like visualizing it in my head. I think that'll be good. And he's also got this straight on. So this is going to be interesting, I just realized. Because he has like no facial features except for his glowing white eyes. Like they're just like light bulbs in his head. So it's going to be really interesting. So that's the most important part. So I'm going to, since you can't really see the nose, you can like be like, oh, nose must be there, mouth must be there, but there's no indication of those. So I'm going to put the line. This is where I'll put the eyes. And then he's pretty much straight on, a little bit tilted to the side. This is the midpoint between the eyes. Ooh, one of my favorite songs just came on. Oh, it's because it has the same theme in it as my favorite song. Oh, so good. Okay, so let's see. Oh, yeah. You did it upside down. You typed it upside down. That's cute. I don't know if that's what you did on purpose, but, or, you know, if that's what your mind was thinking when you typed it, but it looks the same. You just got to turn it upside. The W becomes it. Oh, that's good. Funko Pop has a similar proportions to my Chibis, so yay. That means it's going to work. Okay. Now I'm adding the jawline even though it might get covered up. It just helps me with placing. So the eyes is pretty much it. I've got to place the eyes, so I'm giving myself like reference points. So it'll be like, here's his face. Okay, so I think I can. Okay, I'm trying to see what is the shape of his eyes. And they seem to curve both above and below. Not like circular. It's still it's very much an oval, you know, but Like, for instance, with my eyes, my own, you know, my eyes in my head, not eyes that I draw or something. The bottom edge is more straight, and then the top is curved. It curves a little bit on the bottom at the end, but it seems much more curved for Moon Knight than what I see when I look in the mirror. And his eyes are just like literally white glowing bits, so I think the overall shape is very important. Since there's not too much, like, especially with anime style drawings, so often what's really important is the iris and the color and the shinies on the eye and stuff. I don't have any of that with a Moon Knight, so. I love Moon Knight. I'm listening to the soundtrack and it's so good. I shouldn't listen to the soundtrack because that's what happens every time I stream listening to the soundtrack is I just talk about how good the soundtrack is because it's so epic. Oh, it's so cute! I only added one eye and there's like no face or anything. He's coming to life! He's coming to life. Okay. I get him about the same size. And curving on both top and bottom. They're just glowing white. Ooh, so when I color this, I'll use white colored pencil, and then that'll give it a little bit of a glowing effect with physical media. Ah, that'll be fun. Yes, I think that's good. Okay. This is really exciting. I'm just getting so excited trying this. So now I'm gonna zoom in just on the head so that I can see exactly what's going on here with the hood and the mask. So it's like around his eyes is yet another, so it's almost like his skin is white, you know, like a mummy maybe would be, I guess. You know, drained of all blood. And then on top of that is like a ski mask type mask. And then on top of that is the hood with this cool, has like I wonder if they were inspired by Assassin's Creed, the very first one. That's the one that I played a lot of, and it's got that same little down here. And I remember for Assassin's Creed they did that because it was supposed to be based on eagles or hawks or something, and that's why you jump off of buildings and you like soar down like a anyway. I think about that sometimes, how his hood like looked like, I think his name, the character's name was Altair, and that is the eagle star, or is it a constellation or a star? I'm talking about Assassin's Creed. Anyway. Oh, thank you. Yay, I'm glad you think so. This one is specifically for you. So if you like it, that makes me happy. Okay. So I'm adding this little triangle. Ah! It's starting to happen! Oh, you know what though? Maybe Altair was based on Moon Knight, because pretty sure this costume already existed, right? Because Moon Knight already existed. I want that Moon Knight omnibus so that I could read about it. Let's see what he... I read the Wikipedia. Oh, yes, I think this is going to work. So I think this distance for the hood, I think that's good. So I can still show the face and show that there's space, that the hood is spacious and you can move around in it. But I just didn't want it to be like giant, like the giant hood, like he looks like a mushroom or something. So, that's all I was trying to avoid there. Okay. Now, it's going to have to connect slightly differently, because in the actual costume, it connects not like under his chin here, but down on his chest. But with the chibi, that's the same spot. So we'll just bring it in the way that makes sense to the chibi rather than trying to imitate the real life costume. This part. Oh, let's Let's see. Yeah, that makes sense. So this side is a little bigger than this side, but when I look back at the reference image, that actually seems like how it is. So I think that's good. Okay. And now we can do the top part. So we've got the edge here. So the fabric's pretty thick. And then the same thing over here. Gotta move it so that I can follow the line. Hey, hold on. Hold on. Sip of water. He's looking so cute already. This is why I started Chibi Friday, because I wanted to I wanted an excuse to stream something that's just totally indulgent for me, and which is making chibis. Makes me so happy. So, even though it's my own art, I mean, I guess it's good. It's good if your own art makes you happy. I guess I'm just used to a lot of people talk down about their own art, and I'm like, what? It's really good. But it's been long enough for me that I love what I do, so I mean, I see things that I can improve and stuff, but I don't feel bad about it. I just feel like, oh, next time I'll do this different. Or like, thank you, this drawing, for teaching me how to do this better. Okay, I've got his crescent moon in there. It's not as obvious in the costume because it's also just like white, just like everything else is white, but shows up more in the sketch, I guess is what I'm saying. Yeah, I think so too. You did an excellent job with that drawing. I thought it was really, really good. And it was such a good part. Oh, I can't say anything. I can't say anything. Spoiler free zone. You picked a very good. You picked an excellent moment to illustrate. Okay. Get it together, me. Let's get this drawing going. I mean, it's going, but let's keep it going. Instead of collapsing under fandom emotions. Oh, okay. There's something about this that was bothering me. It's because I'm actually gonna... It needs to come out like this. Aha! Okay. Oh, hold on. Chappie finally decided to come down. Come here. Chappie, my little dog, she walks in all wagging her tail. There you go, good girl. Okay, so rest of the hood. I think I thought that the hood would be faster to draw, but now I'm looking at it up close. I really want to capture all of these subtle changes in, like, it's not just like this smooth shape. It's got a lot of bumps and ridges and stuff, and I want to capture that. I wonder if they're making a Moon Knight season 2. I really hope so. Okay. Alright, so this swiping down and up. Okay. It's like some of this is just like fabric. How can I say? It's just wrinkles of fabric rather than a specific design. But other parts, it does seem like it's a more structured thing. And over here, I can't really tell what's going on because it's very brightly lit. So we'll just leave that part. And we'll have it brightly lit in the Chibi version as well. Okay, so he's got these like 3 lines. This is one of those parts I was saying that seems a lot more structured. It's not just wrinkles right here. Alright. And some more wrinkles this way. It's not going to be exactly the same because the chibification process simplifies some areas. Okay, I think that's good enough for the hood for now. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'll finish the face and then I will finish the body. And then we should be ready to ink. And so maybe we can get some inking done today because we've got about half hour left. Okay, so face. It's actually kind of confusing exactly how this face is like working because it almost looks like there's multiple layers of mask. I'm just trying to see if I can tell. No. I'll just... Some of the parts is just blending. Probably because it's like a little bit blurry from being zoomed in so much. Like it just doesn't have that detail. So I'll just do my best. So it looks like it goes up. Okay, so let me see. It seems to have this kind of shape around the eye. Like this. And then down. And then about here at the outside corner it curves. Yeah, something like that. And comes over the bridge of the nose. And then the same thing on the other side. Oh, okay, good, good, good. Oh, and the other ones that you sent. I'm going to click on that real quick. Let's see. Oh, yeah, this one actually that you sent. Oh, thank you. This one's way better for the face. Okay, let me save image. And save it to desktop. Thank you. I didn't even think about that. I'm just like, what do I do? I just gotta guess. Okay, now I can switch over. Oh, yeah. Oh, Satuita, hello! How are you? Thank you for joining me. Are you sticking around for movie night after this? Are we gonna watch another Marvel movie? I hope so. Oh good, I did mostly... I got the shape right around the eyes here. Okay, maybe I'll move this one back a little bit like this. Okay, hold on. I want to erase a little bit. And now I can get the wrappings on the face correct. They don't really show up at all in the full body picture that I was using. You're exhausted. Thank you for your hard work today. Oh, my favorite My favorite song. Oh, it's the second favorite song. Second favorite song is on right now. Favorite song is Constellation. The Sky is the current song. So epic. So epic. Okay. Excellent. I bet another thing with that full body reference is that it might have been the simplified costume that was for action scenes. So that might be another reason why I couldn't really see any detail. Like maybe there literally wasn't any detail because it was the action scene costume. Okay. Doing my best to get this wrapping look on his face. Oh, I think this is working. I think it's working. Okay, yeah. Oh, that's still so cute. Yeah, and there is going to be more to come anyway. Leaves. So there's no point in trying to get everything all at once because there's just going to be so many more that... Okay, and it goes up and around like this. What's going on at the top of the head? I can't really tell as much what's going on the top of the head, so I think I'm going to do a little infer from what I'm seeing below, but it seems like at least there's like this strip is outlining the top of the eyes. That's what it seems like to me. Oh, and actually that's enough because it's so close to the mask or the hood that I don't think it matters. So excellent. Yay! Got the head done finally. Wow. Okay, so this is probably... Yeah, I think that's good. And then... Yeah. Okay, so actually I'm going to erase a little bit. So even though I went to the effort of drawing his little chibi shoulders, they get covered up anyway by the big hood. There. I love these Japanese style rubber erasers. This is the Tombow Mono. It's called the Knock 3.8, so I guess that's the size. 3.8 is probably 3.8 millimeters, maybe. But they always tend to stick so that you don't necessarily always have to use a brush to get the little pieces off. You can just tap it and it sticks, and then you can just take it on, put it in the trash. And I love that. Oh, thank you. Yay! This front yard looks nice. Yeah, you always do such a good job. Always so thankful for your hard work. Okay, time to switch back. Switch back to the other reference image for the body details. Let's see, I guess I'll start from the torso. Okay, hold on. Actually, I am going to erase a little bit more. Some of these guidelines, this is making it kind of hard for me to see what I'm looking at in my own sketch. So I'm going to erase some of these initial guidelines that I drew. And that'll help me see what I need to add. Boop, 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 boop. Tap up all the little eraser bits. Boop. Okay. Here's how he's looking so far. He's pretty good. He's pretty good. Little buddy. Time to get some details in there. Okay, starting from the top, so he's got his, so the midline of his body is actually over here. So this is where his, like, crescent moon goes, where he can pull out as many of those little metal crescent moons as he needs to get the job done. No, 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 no. I love that. I love that theme, Moon Knight theme. Yay! Thank you! Glad you think so. I know I said that already today, but it's true. And I hope that your friend will like it too when it's done. Okay, so now we've got some interesting shapes that are a little bit obscured. It's like a breastplate and then a further like a, I don't know, ab plate. It comes down and they're separate, layered one on top of the other. So this one ends right at the bottom of the crescent there. And then curves around. Oh, my favorite song is on now. Constellation. It's the best song. Whenever I'm running and I'm listening to this soundtrack, if this song comes on, I run so fast. It's so inspiring. Okay, so this does not go all the way down, maybe just down to, maybe his belly button? A little shorter than that because there's a little golden buckle where I think the belly button would be, so I'm going to put that there. And then we'll make this extra bit of armor fit that. It barely fits. I gotta try it again because okay, I'm gonna lower the buckle on the Chibi. It's a little too squished. Okay, and then buckle goes a little bit lower. Or I don't know if it's a buckle, but it has this wrap around his hips and then it's coming down in the front, so it seems like a buckle to me. And let's see, so the wrap comes from around here, around the waist. And it makes this triangle shape with some Lots of fabric wrinkles. Okay, I'm gonna zoom out now. Okay, so the bit of fabric that comes down in the front goes a little bit above the knee. So we'll use that as a reference point. There. Ah! It's looking more and more like him. Okay, it's got some pauldrons. I think that's the word. No, pauldrons is a shoulder. He's got some greaves, right? Greaves, I think, is the name for the forearm guards. I think that's called a greave. I think it's called something else. Okay, and then this one just comes down like this. Yep, like that. And then his hands, he's a chibi, so he's just gonna have little stump hands. My chibis have stump hands. Not all chibis have stump hands, but mine do. Unless there's something really special, like they're supposed to be doing this or something, then fingers magically come out of their stump to do the pose that they need to do. I think I'll give him some thumbs. So like he's wearing mittens, but it's just his chibi form. Yeah, I think that's cute. It's like mitten, like this. Okay. Now moving down to the legs. So the thing that literally sticks out the most, like it's out the farthest, are these knee pads, I guess I'll call them. So we'll draw those first, and then everything else can fit within that. Ah, here's my secret favorite spot with the little crescent moon that I never noticed before. That it's like the buckle for the knee pad. And now the boots. I can't believe that there's no official Moon Knight Halloween costume. I wanted to get one last year, and I wanted to get one this year. You can get them unofficial. I think there's kid ones, maybe like kid-sized ones, but I'm not kid-sized, so I need an adult-sized Moon Knight costume, please. Just thinking about it because I'm like, I want this costume to be my Halloween costume. And even though the legs are super tiny, doing my best to get these the angles and especially right here, there's a distinct, what would you call it? It comes in surprisingly sharply under the calf, like it's like, so trying to get that in there too. And I love the way they design these boots too, because they go down all the way to the end. I don't know how to explain what I'm seeing, but these boots are awesome. I would just wear these boots. Not for a costume, just wear them because they're cool. because I like the fashion look of these boots. Okay. I think that's good. Okay, now I'm moving back up. Adding more details. So on his pants there are these seams. Like as if the pants are pieced together. They're not wrapped around like some of this other stuff. It goes up and down instead of this way. Or it goes vertically instead of horizontally. I'm trying to use more precise words sometimes. I just keep saying this, and it doesn't make any sense. Yes, there's these horizontal lines. And there's, I wonder what it says, but there's like hieroglyphs on it as well. That's good. Oh, I got my 10 minutes to go notification. Oh yeah, my PC did it too. I keep forgetting to turn my speakers off. So since the legs are so tiny, I'm just going to put little dots here to represent the hieroglyphs. So I can't tell what they say anyway. I don't know the exact shapes, even if I could tell what they said. So I'm just going to do some dots to get the same texture, or the overall look. Because they do leave an impression, like as if there's a pattern to the fabric or something. Okay. Oh, this song is awesome too. Eye of Horus, it's called. Eye of Horus. So his hands are wrapped like a mummy. So let's wrap these little mitten hands like a mummy. Then his greaves, I think they're called. There's some gold sticking out. And there's the moon on this one. Okay. So cute. So cute. Okay, where does this line go? Okay. Trying to get these like crisscross lines of fabric on the greaves to... I gotta look that up later. Is it called the greave? Why do I have to look it up later? Let's look at them now. Greaves. I think that's what it's called. Greaves. Greaves? Greaves. Armor. Oh, I spelled it wrong. It's with an A. Oh, greaves are on the legs. What is it when it's on the arm? Greaves, but on the arm. Oh, these are what I'm looking for. What is it? Bracers! Bracers! That's what they're called. They're called bracers. Okay. I was like, that doesn't sound right. I kept saying it, but I was like, that can't be right. Figured it out. I love having Google. I love having information at my fingertips. Just little stuff like that. So convenient. Okay. The arms are nicely wrapped up. The upper arms, I mean. And what about does seem like... So I think for the torso here, I can actually go back to that other image. Yeah. Oh, it's so cool. This costume is one of the coolest costumes, I think, in the MCU. So they kind of radiate out, the wrappings radiate out of this moon on this little breastplate. Oh yeah! Okay, and then the rest of the wrappings come down. Oh, I think there's some coming from the side actually. This, and then they're coming out the same way as the armor plates on top. Oh, I didn't need to go that high because here is the hood. I'm just adding some more details to the hood, especially this inside part. I hadn't done very much in here. Actually, I had not done anything on the inside. Bitty Moon Knight. Yup. Here's how he's looking. I think he's pretty much ready to be inked. But there's so little time left that I figure I'll add a few more details with pencil. We can do the inking not next week, but in 3 weeks, because I won't be able to stream in 2 Fridays, and in the next Friday I'm just taking off for the holiday. So when we come back, next Chibi Friday. Do I want to put anything right there? Maybe like that. Yeah. Still a few minutes left, so I'll clean up some of the sketchy lines that I don't need anymore. Then that way, even though I'm going to be taking a several week break, when I come back I won't be confused by my own drawing. Ooh, actually that's really nice. Erasing that part. Yep. I think I'll erase even more right here. Oh, okay. Enjoy. Really nice after a hard day of work. I didn't see. Are you staying for movie night? I assume you are since you got a beer. This little bit of eraser bit won't come off. I can't remember what our next movie was. I think Ant-Man and the Wasp? I don't remember it as much, but I remember liking it. Yeah. Yay. I think that's good for the sketch. And it's perfect timing. Here, I'll hold him up. Let's see. Did it focus? I can't tell. No, it didn't. There, now it's focused after I press the button. So here's the sketch for Chibi Moon Knight. Nice stopping point. So when we come back, we'll just start right into inking. And I'm really looking forward to put some white colored pencil on these eyes and making them glowing looking. Yay! I'm so excited. Yay, thank you. Oh, and you're welcome, Exie. Thank you so much for being a 1-year subscriber. I'm so happy. Oh, okay, so next week is Thanksgiving for me. So I'm taking the whole week off. So I will be back in 2 Tuesdays. And I'll be streaming Tuesday and Wednesday that week. So hopefully see you then. And in the meantime, hope everybody has a great whole next, what will it be, like 10 days, maybe. 10 days. Have a great next 10 days, everybody. Oh, in the spirit of Thanksgiving, extra thank you for watching my streams and chatting with me and making it a really fun time. But that's it for today. Thank you for watching.